Hello everyone, Noel Woodsoul here. I'm recording this while I'm ill, so I apologize if my voice sounds weird as I'm recording this, or if I happen to cough during this video. I figured since I'm ill, I'd try recording something that I can cut into different parts, and I've been thinking of recording this for a while. This video is mostly just to show off the things that I have built on a server. This is my faction home. This right here is my sheep farm, in which I've captured a couple of sheep and I breed them with wheat and well, I make sure every sheep is red so that I can use the wool for the carpet inside my faction home. Don't mind those two buildings, they're not supposed to be here. So here we have Spirit's residence. Spirit is my faction. I don't know why that door was open. It should not be open. We got a little watchtower up there. You can climb the entire thing because of the vines growing everywhere. And this design here with the double doors is because other factions should not be able to get inside our house, and the zombies can break through these front doors, but not fence doors. We got plenty of record discs, but they aren't really sorted up properly. So here's the entrance to our faction home, and there appears to be a water bottle missing. Strange. This is not what it should look like. Someone here has not been properly... Oops. Someone here has not been cleaning up after themselves. Of course. They got... there we go. Let's make awkward potions out of those. Every good potion starts with an awkward potion base. I shouldn't be fixing this in this video. I'll just take care of this later on. So let's just keep on going, shall we? Down here we have the living area, and back here we have the wheat farm. I'll get back to for goodness sake! Someone's out of the clan after this. I've told them to replant the seeds. Alright, here we have the farms. We start with the wheat farm, the tiny little potato farm, carrot farm. And as for this farm, we still don't have enough soul sand to fill it up completely. They had to shut down the nether because of a glitch, but it'll be up again soon enough. I hope. And finally we got the sugarcane farm. Oh, and those won't grow because there's torches there. There's plenty of light. Let's just knock those torches down. There we go. And you can just climb up on either side. I also left stone at the bottom there so that I can just expand further down if need be, if I want to create a melon farm and a pumpkin farm. And eventually I will want to create that. One moment. Just give me a second. Oh, and if you're wondering about this thing, when it says you ready your fists and how that thing got replanted automatically, that is because we got the MCMMO mod. Well, not mod really, a plugin on this server. The way it works is you get special abilities based on your levels in various things. These are my levels. Alright, so moving on. Right here we got the storage. It still isn't sorted up properly, but I'm working on it. Slowly. We got plenty of cobblestone here in the faction home, and someone threw dirt in the obvious cobblestone chest. Smooth stone. Now I just gotta check that they haven't thrown any other random things here. Wood. Yeah, that looks like it should. Let's sort it up a little bit better. There we go. Here we got raw fish. I've been fishing quite a lot since I can fish up diamond items through MCMMO at this high level. Here we got coal. It's my coal and charcoal chest. And dirt. Over here we got the gravel and the flint chest. I get plenty of flint, but not very much gravel. Here's the diamond armor chest. We don't really have very much of that at the moment. Here we have a chest that has turned into a bit of a disaster, frankly. It's a little bit of everything. It used to be just iron tools, but someone apparently thought it was a random items chest. And here's where we keep, actually I should keep that on me, the diamond tools. And this is the rarities chest. Diamonds, heads, because this plugin uses this server uses a plugin that also adds heads to the game. Ender pearls. I don't really think we should have lapis lazuli there, considering how much I fished up at this point. But we'll work on that. Lava buckets. I don't know what these buckets here are doing there. These buckets should be in this chest. Room materials. And here's the golden armor chest. The room materials chest. These are the kind of materials that we need, well, most of them are, to create these rooms. Every room looks the same. Here's mine. They don't come with a puppy, but they come with this little pool here. 2 cauldrons, a brewing stand, an anvil, 6 chests, and 12 cauldrons. No, not cauldrons. 12 furnaces. 4 beds. This thing here. They usually have yellow flowers, but some of us have swapped. You can just turn the lamp on and off with this thing here. So every room looks the same, as you can see. I'm going to add a mess hall here at some point. I got a few ideas for it, as well as a slight bit of a prototype in the creative world that the server got. But that'll be on a future date. Down here we have the shower rooms, and I'm going to add a swimming pool in this section. Here we got the... There's a door missing. Why is there a door missing? On both sides. What is going on here? Well, anyways, this is the men's room, and that's the ladies' room. The gents' room, that's what I named it. So here's my personal chest, where I just remove my armor and put it in there. I take my soap. Oh, and I'm using the... I don't really remember what it's called, the movement mod. I'll sorry about that. I'll add it to the description. So I grabbed this bar of soap, which is an iron ingot that I renamed using an anvil. I just turn this on here, the shower, and there we go, clean. I set up a redstone device on the other side, which just, it's really simple, it just activates this thing. But there's also going to be a lamp back here, so it's I don't really remember how I did that. I think I put a lever there, so it's very compact. I don't really have a space for anything else. The sink is in the shape of an item hopper. So I've added one of those to every hole here. They're not supposed to actually contain any items, but yeah, that's where the soap will go if you drop the soap. So I have to take it out from the item hopper, I guess. And we got a couple more rooms. This is not supposed to be glass. Someone did that personally. And we're working on more rooms down here. As you can see, we've dug 2 out already, but we still need to add the red wool, the doors, as well as all the furniture. So yeah, that's my faction home. Alright, so this right here is my parkour area. I'm not gonna give you a big... I'm not really gonna show you everything about this place, since I have the intentions of creating a video here at some point. But it's having it got a glowstone floor for most areas. And it contains of, I believe it's 8 different parts. There will be a video on this place coming up at some point. This is my first parkour area. And if you succeed, you get to walk out on this path of honor and exit through the winner's exit. You can just make your way in with an ender pearl, but you don't actually get anything from completing this stage other than the feeling of having actually completed it, so waste of an ender pearl. This is just the spawn area of Dreamland, as well as the home of a player named Comrade Seb. So yeah, this right here, my first parkour area. Alright, this down here is the end. I found this place while playing on this server, and no one seemed to have actually done anything with it other than the fact that someone had griefed it to pieces. So I asked for protection of the area and decided to fix it all up, replacing cracked and mossy cobblestone, no, not cobblestone, cracked and mossy stone brick with actual stone brick. I've brightened up the starting area, as well as add glass over these lava lakes right here. I've also added a jukebox so that you'll get music, and a path down here. The library was the part that was griefed the most. Here's my storage area for the end. This is open for the public in case someone wants to go to the end, but I've killed the ender dragon and grabbed the egg. They plan on starting weekly resets, I believe, on this server, which means you will be able to fight the ender dragon again once that is up and running. I've repaired the library to make sure it is not just floating bookshelves everywhere. This place was truly griefed to pieces. I fixed this place up for the entire fortress, and some places were so griefed to pieces that I don't even know what they used to look like, but it looks kinda nice right now, I believe. So, yeah, back here in the beginning, I mentioned that there was a path down. That is because there is a... we can't really run in these staircases, or the anti-flying plug-in will just... it'll freak out. Well, this right here, as you can probably see, is a railway station. This place leads all the way to the spawn area of this server. Well, right nearby the spawn area anyways. So you just click this button and you'll travel on this road. I'll show you at the end of this video the other side of this thing and how long it takes to travel through here. This is not built by me, actually. Well, parts of it is, but it was mostly created by Comrade Seb, another player on this server, who decided to help me on this thing. I came up with the idea of having this railway station here, but he works fast, so I barely had time to do anything myself. So, big thanks to Comrade Seb for helping me with this. Alright, what I'm going to show you now is the the home that I had here in the PvP world of this server before I created my faction home. I think I may have forgotten to mention it, but the end dimension, the stronghold, was something that I found in the survival world without PvP that the server got, and the faction home is for the PvP world, so they do not exist in the same world, which is why my inventory just completely changed in the meantime. So in the PvP world, before I created my faction, I needed some place to just hide out from other players so that I could start getting myself some gear, and thus I created this place. This is a little underwater cottage, and since I got this thing here where water doesn't flow down, actually something appears to have happened to the signs on this side. I'll just have to replace those, but force field initiated I wrote on this sign right here to explain why the water isn't flowing into my house. So this is where I used to live. Still got a few things stacked away, like tons of more record discs, as if I didn't have enough already. Just a bunch of random stuff, like these powerful iron swords that I fished up. Sorry about that. Yeah, more record discs, a bunch of cobblestone. That right there is someone called PS1H, who I've been chatting a little bit with. So down here we got my farms. Carrot farm. This used to be my farm for, what is it called? Netherwort, but I had to grab all the soul sand and bring it to my faction home. Here we got my mushroom farm. Sorry about that. Sorry again. So here we have just some sugar cane and my cobblestone generator. You have to stand down here or it won't actually work. But I do have helmets of respiration, so I use those while just collecting cobblestone right here. It may not be the most efficient way of collecting cobblestone, but I think it looks pretty nice. Alright, so this here is a work in project part of my home island. I live in a mushroom biome, since it's safer that way. Shroom Island. As you can see, this here is a bridge. It is still far from complete, but the plan is that it should travel all the way to the mainland, which is gonna take a lot of time. And it's here's my building materials, by the way, part of them. And it's supposed to have a road at the end, which goes all the way to spawn. And it's not just something floating at the top of the ocean. I've also built this support structure here, so that it won't corrode and just break apart. Which doesn't really happen in Minecraft, but still. So down here we got stairs. While building this area, I of course wear a helmet of aqua affinity and respiration, because otherwise that'll happen. So it's supposed to look like this all the way to the end, with torches up here like those there, these fences for the walls, and these kind of round shapes with a stone brick pillar like this to support it. And I seem to have missed it right here. I'll have to get to work on that once I'm done showing you my home area. Alright, let's just run back. Alright, so the bridge that I was building is in this direction from where I am standing right now. That right over there is the house of Jack is Awesome, another player who lives on this island. So I got a bit of a house here. This is the starting house I have for this place. It's a mushroom house that has been built using pistons, a red mushroom and a brown mushroom. In here we got some valuables and some iron armor. I rarely ever check in this chest. There's nothing here that I really need. I rarely ever enter this house. The area that I mostly use around here is this down here, which is kind of my storage facility, which is quite unsorted with the exception of a few chests. That one, that one, that one, this one. Oh, and as you can see, these two are the golden apples crafted with golden blocks. I made those for a boss fight challenge that the server owner threw at me. I didn't need them. Alright, so here we got sand, glass, melons. I've been thinking of building a house out of melons. That's why I've been stockpiling these. More sand, gravel, nether quartz, cobblestone in these chests, dirt in these, and record discs. My favorite being mellow. Here we got some furnaces, which are running quite low on coal. But it is for that reason that I got... Oops. I kinda lagged out there, but I didn't take any damage. Graceful landing, that's the acrobatic skill from MCMMO. This is also stationed in my survival, in the survival world of the server. So I still have the survival equipment and no other players can attack me. This staircase up here leads to my tree farm. So here I kind of just chop down trees, collect them in chests as well as the saplings, and I use these furnaces to create charcoal out of them. These iron blocks that you see a little here and there, by the way, those are anvils. They're the MCMMO anvils. MCMMO had anvils before vanilla Minecraft did, and they were represented by iron blocks. Sorry about that. So yeah, they are not quite as good as the regular Minecraft anvils, I believe, but still they're quite interesting. Just trying to find a quick way down. There we go. So you may have seen a couple of farms here and there. This right here is my cocoa bean farm, my vine farm, where I just use the shears in this chest to cut down everything but the top row. My netherwort farm, it's a pretty small one. My sugarcane farm, my wheat farm, potato farm, carrot farm. Oh, and over here is my fishing area. So I've fished up quite a lot of items at this point. Yes, I fished up the diamonds, ender pearls, gas tears and blaze rods as well. Once you reach level 800 in fishing, you can fish those up. And apparently my chickens and what are they called? My chickens and my mushrooms have despawned. But I've been given kind of a, I believe they call it a mod pack, where I get a couple of spawn eggs for when that happens. They trust me to know that I won't be using these for anything bad. I just respawn my lost chickens and mushrooms. So these are my animal farms. Well, some of them anyways. I got this tiny little area down here too, where the chickens can just hang out. There's glowstone in the walls so that they'll have light. My cactus farm, my melon farm. I built it with stone a layer in on the melon and pumpkin farm, since I don't want the pumpkins to grow on this block. I want them right here. Sorry about that. The cactus farm is longer, but not as wide as the other farms, since I want to be able to reach every single cactus block without having to jump over them in some crazy way. Also, I think it looks pretty cool to have these farms like this, and then a cactus farm as long as 2 rows of farms. Up here we got my wool farm. Here I keep my sheep who have despawned. Up here we're supposed to have white sheep. One layer down we are supposed to have green sheep. And below that I haven't really decided on a color yet, but it's supposed to continue like this. This is also slightly work in progress. Work in progress is the term I'm looking for. But yeah, I don't really know what kind of wool I'll pick next, and I'm not really sure when this work in project area will be done, since I don't really need it. But it would be something that's cool to have. Over here we got my enchantment table, which got enough bookshelves for a level 30 enchantment. And this wolf just keeps growling at me, I don't know why. Alright, so I've been trying to keep a natural look for this place, even though I've had to even it out quite a bit by cutting away big mountains and whatnot. That, however, spawned like that. I am not responsible. And this right here is my current home. Here we got my brewing stands. And here's where I keep the ingredients. I haven't really marked anything yet, since I haven't moved the ingredients down yet. I had, but then a server crash forced the administrators to kinda do a drawback, and a bunch of my progress there was lost. Here we have my room with the study. So I got a map here of my island, and a few decoration things like this iron pressure plate. My furnaces, a crafting table, kind of a library, 2 more maps of spawn this time, my big bed. This is where I remove my armor. 1 second. There we go. And here we have my shower. I flick that lever and this thing turns on and the pistons get pushed out. I flick it again through there and it turns off. I am quite terrible at redstone, I'm not gonna lie, so this device is far more complicated than it should be, and I honestly don't really know how it works. I've been working with kinda various ticks and whatnot. If you're good at redstone, maybe you'll be able to figure out what's going on here, because I certainly can't, even though I built it. So it pushes, I know that once this activates, it pushes these out, and this one out at the same time. But then an additional tick just activates this, I guess, while this here creates an additional tick right here. So there's a couple of ticks separating them, and that is connected to this thing here. The complicated part about this is that this only activates while it's set to, while the redstone signal is set to on, which means I need it to turn on, I need it to turn off and then on again every time I flick this lever, be it up or down. Whereas these are supposed to be on only when the signal is on and off when the signal is off. So yeah, I have no idea how I finally managed to pull that off, but at least it works now. And the final part of this farm, which I've saved for the last, is definitely my favorite. It's what I got down here. You might have gotten a sneak peek down here to see that I got more sugarcane. This is where I keep my big sugarcane farm. Keep in mind that this is built completely legit. With the glowstone down here. Took a couple of travels to the nether, as well as the fact that with MCMMO you can dig it up from dirt if you're lucky enough. So yeah, there's a lot of sugarcane in this area. Oh, and by the way, this server also got a plugin for economy, where you can pick a job, and if you actually use that job, you gain money. I picked the job farmer, and because I did pick a job that, well, I get money for every piece of sugar cane that I break. So if I type in balance top, we can see the richest players on the server. Of Moga and Beamlight are the owner and administrator of the server, which means the money they've gotten is not legit, making me the richest player on the server at the moment. Comrade Seb did pause me for a while, but he doesn't really care all that much about money, neither do I. But still, it's quite interesting to think of the amount of money I get from harvesting this. Let's just harvest, actually let's not harvest the whole thing. I was thinking we could check how much money I gain from doing so, but it doesn't really matter. It's a lot, and I got a lot of sugarcane here. Every single chest is filled up, and I got other chests from a different area as well that are completely filled up. So down here, we have my wheat farm, which is a slight bit glitched, but it's just as big as the one above, so you can kind of get a little bit of a better perspective on how large it is from down here. Like I said, sadly it's a bit glitched. These right here won't grow, I don't know why. Maybe I should just go and bone meal them all. See if that gets them working. And as you can see from the regular stone down here, this is a work in progress area. It's supposed to be a farm as big as the ones on top of it, but I haven't really gotten very far on it yet, and I haven't been working on it for a while either. It just doesn't really feel all that important to work on. I mean, I got all the farms I need. I don't really see why I would need another one. It's a cool thing to have, sure, and I'll probably work on it at some point, but for now, this'll have to do. Alright, so moving on to the last stop. Now I'll show you the minecart ride, as well as the other end of the Minecraft station in the end area. Right, so like I said, this tunnel is mostly created by Comrade Seb, but as for this path up, I've built this piece as well as some of the beginning of the tunnel. He did most of it, but I have been working on it a bit as well. Be advised that I will not be able to, well, this is what it looks like down here. I will not be able to have anything interesting to say the entire route, since it's quite long. Oops. Why? What the hell? That's not supposed to happen. How about now? There we go. Alright, so like I said, I won't be able to have anything to say for the entire route, but just sit back and enjoy the ride if you really feel like it. I'm gonna eat myself a carrot. Like I mentioned, I'm using the animations mod. I will be linking that in the description. This is a long Minecraft. What the hell was that? Why is there a hole in the wall? There wasn't a hole in the wall last time I checked. Is that another hole in the wall? I'll have to go back and check that later on. This area is supposed to be protected. Anyways. Oh, right. We're supposed to remove that chest right there. It's not supposed to be there. And that's it. A quite long Minecraft ride that leads from the spawn area to the end area. And that's pretty much everything I had to say in this video. I'm supposed to be building some sort of castle or something up here to make the entrance a little bit more interesting. Same goes for the area with the water, the other end of it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to offer today. See you next time. Bye.